Hey, welcome. So today we're going to explore how art is so much more than just pretty decoration. We're talking about how it's literally the language of culture itself. It's this incredible way that communities hold on to memories, share what they believe in, and really connect with each other.
Okay, let's just dive right in. I want us to think about what art really does for us as people. It's easy to think of art as this thing that's kind of separate from our everyday lives, something you go look at in a museum. But its real magic is in how it grabs a hold of our whole being.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Art isn't just something you look at, it's something you feel. It kind of bypasses the logical part of your brain and hits you right in the heart. That's what makes stories stick with us and actually change us. It's the huge difference between just reading a fact and truly feeling a truth.
Now, to see what I mean, let me share this really powerful story from central Thailand. This one example just brings the whole idea to life. How using a community's own art can have these amazing, totally unexpected results.
So, to really get this, you first have to know what Likai is. It's this incredible, super vibrant kind of folk theater. It's the perfect example of a community's own artistic language. It's got everything: drama, comedy, music, these absolutely stunning costumes, and I use it to tell these epic stories that can go on for nights. Just picture it, hundreds of people totally captivated, watching a story unfold.
So what you're looking at here is a group performing the story of the Good Samaritan, but in that Lifkei style. And the story goes, a missionary was giving a talk and showed a photo just like this one, and then something happened that nobody saw coming. It connected the art on that screen to a real life right there in the audience.
I mean, can you even imagine? He just shouts it out. Turns out, when Ernest was a young man, he actually worked with this exact performance group. He saw up close just how powerful using local drama could be. And, get this, while he was there, he met one of the performers who would later become his wife. So for him, art wasn't just telling a story, it was creating his story.
Okay, so the story of Ernest is amazing, right? But the really crucial question here is why? Why was that Likkei performance so effective? It wasn't just a good show. It was tapping into something really deep in the culture. And that story is the perfect gateway to understanding a really important concept.
And here's the key idea: ethno-arts. All this means is paying attention to the art that's already bubbling up from inside a community. We're talking about their songs, their stories, their dances. It's the complete opposite of trying to bring in some artistic style from the outside. It's about finding and celebrating the creative voice a community already has. And this ties right into another huge idea: orality. Think about it. For most of human history, our stories and our history weren't stored in books, they were stored in people. In songs, in performances, in rituals. Art becomes like the living library of a community. It's how they remember who they are and pass that identity on to the next generation.
All right, so now that we've got these ideas of ethno-arts and orality, let's kind of zoom out and see how they help us build a way of thinking about art that truly belongs to the people. Because this isn't just about one performance, it's about a whole world of communication.
And just look at how broad this landscape is. It's incredible. We're talking about everything from the obvious stuff like music and drama, to poetry and proverbs, to the patterns and textiles. But look closer. It even includes things we might not think of as art, like the smell of incense in a ceremony, or the rituals around food. Every single one is a powerful way for a culture to express itself.
Yeah, just take a look at this. A shared meal isn't just about filling your stomach. The whole act of cooking and sharing that food can be a type of performance. It communicates these really important cultural values like hospitality, community, and gratitude. It's art you can actually taste and smell and share.
So this all really boils down to a critical choice between two different approaches. On the left, you've got the bring it, teach it way of doing things. It's kind of a colonial mindset where you import art forms from the outside, and a lot of the time it just feels foreign and disconnected. But then on the right, you have the find it, encourage it model. This is all about discovering the amazing artists and traditions that are already there and just lifting them up. That's when you get real community ownership and deep, meaningful engagement.
Okay, so this brings this whole conversation right back to us, to our own lives, in the places we live. We've seen how this stuff works in other cultures, but guess what? This living, breathing art is all around us too.
So I want to leave you with a few things to really think about. What about your community? What are its unique art forms? Seriously, think about it. Is it the music you only hear at a local festival? The murals painted on the sides of buildings downtown? Is it maybe even the food that your town or your region is famous for? And then think a little deeper.
How do those traditions actually work? That old family recipe that gets passed down, or that song that everybody knows the words to at a holiday, those aren't just quaint little habits. They are living, breathing links connecting you to your shared past, and just as important, connecting you to the people right next to you.
And so the last question is, where can you find it? Where can you celebrate it? Because if we really start to pay attention, we'll realize that the most important art isn't always locked away in a museum. It's alive, right here in our own neighborhoods. It's constantly telling us who we are, where we came from, and who we're all becoming, together.